What's up, everyone? Welcome to Dans Boucan podcast. Usually, this is a French podcast, but a bunch of my English homies asked me to do an episode in English. So, here it is, an English episode. So, I'll take the time just to present myself a bit since usually this is a French podcast. So, there's probably going to be a bunch of new people here. So, my name is Gus. I drive a JZX81. It's a JX81, but it's got a 1J swap in it. And I'm from Quebec in Canada, and this episode was specifically made to try and enlighten people a bit on the drift culture here and maybe make a few of the Northeast guy want to come up to Quebec and try a few tracks, because we have a bunch of amazing tracks and we have so many events in the summer. Like we basically have there's at least an event going on every weekend and during the week as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy this episode with Manu. Manu, who's someone who's been around the drift community for a very long time in Quebec. He's been there since the very start of DMCC. DMCC, which is our pro series here, and now officially a feeder series for Formula Drift Pro Spec. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So, Manu.
What's up?
The reason
my
I wanted to do this podcast with you is because I think you're in a really good position to talk about the drift culture in Quebec. And that idea came about because a bunch of my buddies with who I do sim drifting, sim iRacing or whatever, we talk drift, and they kind of know about the Quebec drift scene because of me, but else than that, they haven't heard about it at all, and it's very sheltered in a way.
It's kind of niche.
Yeah.
First of all, everyone thinks that we only speak French and we ride moose, so
Yeah,
nobody is pushed towards coming here. Throughout the years, we had a couple American.
Cabot Cabroso came last year.
That was Cabot last year, but if you go back way back, like in the first years of the MCC, there was a great gentleman. He unfortunately passed away last year.
It's unfortunate.
But dude came out here, brought all the guys from the Northeast, like Ben Alden, this guy Engelhardt, Ryan Turk. Ryan Turk started his career in DMCC here.
True. People forget.
And then later on, you had people like Miro Ovcharik. There was the guys. No, these guys were from BC. The Toyo people were from BC. Those two guys, Hideki, the Japanese dude, and the other guy, I can't remember his name. Who else from?
Well, there's people from Ontario that are starting to
Yeah, a
come
lot
out
of
now.
Ontario people. I mean, Pat's here spent a lot of time with us here, but mostly,
Oh, bless you.
it's all right. Mostly people that come here, it's because somehow. Bob Patenka spent so much time with us.
Don't forget Josiah as well.
But Josiah's from
Recently.
Ontario.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, like people that aren't.
Yeah, okay, let's say outsiders, outside the province. So,
Yeah.
there was a lot of people. There was people from out west.
Yeah, especially I'm trying to convince a few of my buddies to come out here.
But no, it's like we're stuck in a niche product where people don't have the... I don't know.
I feel like it's kind of a weird thing where it's because it's French and because it's it's Quebec. Like all the media and everything is mostly in French, and
everything is in French, and a lot of the racetracks are abroad. So like the ones you got two in Quebec City, the one in La Beauce, Vallée Jonction, which is French country.
Oh yeah.
Like nobody speaks English down there. Like a couple of people do, but mostly really French.
Yeah, like
and the further you get, the worse it gets. So if the racetracks were like close to Vaudreuil, the West Island, and all that jazz, maybe it'd be easier.
People know iCar, and like with GDM Fest last year, I was there in 2024, and I wasn't there in 2025, but 2024, like we had a bunch of outsiders, like Jimmy Oakes came out, Grant came out, Rome came out.
Yeah, because we went in and picked them up.
Yeah, exactly.
We poached them. We said, listen, this event's really cool. You should really come down, and they did. We did have Mike Powers at some point. Not Matt Powers, but Mike Powers. Really funny dude. It's the guy who won the shoot. We did an event a couple years back. We always wanted to do when we started our drifting journey into pulling out events. So it was Maple Leaf Bash, the first thing we did.
So before we get too deep though, and I want to get back to this, I feel like you should probably give a bit of your pedigree of like.
Okay, where did drifting started for me?
Yeah, exactly.
I always love that because it's never something you expect. So when I was 8 years old. 8.
All right.
Which is a long time ago. We did 31, almost 32 years ago.
Okay.
I was playing Gran Turismo. And when you play Gran Turismo, if you still have it, go try it. I think it's Gran Turismo first and second. When you were playing multiplayer, you only had the option to select racing or drift setup.
Okay.
Where when you were doing it single player, you could adjust the alignment, you could play with everything, but in multiplayer, it's the only two things you could select. I didn't know what the hell was drifting. I was 8 years old. I knew Hot Wheels and like pizza. That's all I knew.
Probably Monster Truck as well.
And yes, true, Gravedigger. I grew up with Gravedigger.
Everybody loves Monster Trucks.
Yes.
Everyone does.
Who doesn't like Monster Truck is like drifting. You cannot hate it. And so I didn't have a computer at home. I had to go to the bookstore, rent a computer, go out on Yahoo, type drift, and that's when I found out about Keiichi Tsuchiya. It's the first thing I saw. It was the best motoring video, and I fell in love right away. And it always felt unattainable for me, because I mean, to me, these guys were the best driver in the world. I'm like, I'm never going to be able to do that. So my first car was technically my first car that I never drove was a 1993 Celica GTS. Sold it, bought a Corolla, but just a regular 89 four-door Corolla that I love. It was such a great car. And then my third car was a Toyota MR2 1985, white.
Okay.
Bought it here on the other side of the street when GM was still there. And,
you bought it brand new?
No.
Or at a dealership?
No. It was like, it was on Marketplace. Marketplace didn't exist, so it was probably in Kijiji or... No, it was on Montreal Racing.
Okay.
And, picked up the car, and I'm still there loving drifting, playing on sim, because there was
Gran Turismo sim.
No, there was Live for Speed at the time, R Factor, and later on came Assetto Corsa, but not a lot of mods. But we were mostly playing on Live for Speed. I started playing at Live for Speed. I was like 12 years old.
Yeah, I know Live for Speed has been around, and R Factor. They both have been around for a long time.
And Live for Speed was great. The physics were amazing. They weren't as fast as developed like Assetto Corsa, but it really got the muscle memory. It was the first muscle memory I had in me. So when I first drove that MR2, which is an amazing car for drifting, even though people are afraid of them because they're...
Snap oversteer.
Yes and no, because you have the best setup in the world. You have weight on your driving wheels.
True.
Which is what you want.
Yeah.
So I was stuck in a street one day, and I'm like, I have to turn around, but there's not much space, but it's also empty. What if I pull up the RPM, drop the clutch, try to do a 180? I did it, and my muscle memory just catched it. I'm like...
Oh.
Wait a minute. Is that what drifting is? I've been beating myself over not being good enough of a driver and being scared to take my car somewhere to try it just because I think I am not capable of doing it. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm selling everything. I'm buying a drift car. And that's why I bought my first drift car, which was a 1984 Toyota Corolla. Good old E86. And 1 week into that story, I blew the motor.
Oh, no.
Yep, I blew the head gasket. I had never taken off a wheel of a car. I had never done brakes on a car.
You did nothing. You were
I
virgin mechanic.
virgin mechanic, and back then there was no like tutorial on YouTube on how to do whatever. It was
Well, there wasn't YouTube.
there was YouTube,
Okay, so
but it was really lean. There was
Okay.
not much. Vlogging was not a thing. Tutorial were not a thing. It was just like people doing dumb stuff, which if you dig deep down into my YouTube channel, you'll find some stupid stuff. I'll let you explore it. But needless to say, the first mechanic job I did on a car was a head gasket on a 4AG.
Talk about trial by fire.
Yeah, exactly. But I had no money. I had just poured down all the money I had into that car. I had bought wheels because I wanted to go drifting. A little bit of mods here and there, but I only went street drifting with it because I had only a week. And then it took me a solid 6 months to fix it. That happened like in May. So by the end of the year, I was able to drift it, and then it was a love story with that car for, I don't know, eight something years maybe.
What'd you sell it?
I wanted to buy a house. Yeah, but I didn't sell it just to sell it. I sold it only to stop drifting. So I bought another car. I bought my first Miata, and then I sold it to buy an S14.
Okay.
I regret. I had probably like 60 something cars.
Oh God.
We could go through the list. It's stupid. I had like 7 240s.
So this one you got right now isn't.
It's the 7th.
It's the 7th. Because when I knew you, when I met you, you were still driving. You were drifting your Mustang.
Which one? Because I drifted
The black one, the latest.
Which one? So the S197.
Yeah.
Okay.
S197.
Yeah, because
with
I
5.0?
was back when there was a Facebook page called FMC Drifting. It's for Ford Motor Company Drifting. There was a bunch of us that were drifting Fords, but back in, I had that car in 2011, I think, or 2012. We were 7 on that Facebook page. 7 people. There was a guy from FD that's still swapping 5 liters into everything. There was a guy from Mexico and 5 other people. Now it's probably a page filled up with like over 20,000 people.
Yeah. It blew up over the years.
I love that car. It's just I had to make my own coilover back then because there was nothing available.
Yeah, it was kind of
like
so
the people nowadays, like you starting drifting at your age and that time, you guys are so lucky because we had to do everything. Like my AE86 had a lot of angle for what it was back then, and if he watches that, Greg, one of our judges in DMCC,
he has an
AE86,
right?
and he looked at my car. I'll always remember his face. He's like, "What have you done to that car? It has so much angle." But back then, it probably had like, I don't know, 50 degrees.
Yeah,
maybe
nothing
at
nowadays.
most it had nothing. But I had cranked up like the tension rod. I had played with the knuckle a little bit. It was a great car. It was so fun. But then I got the Mustang, and then I built the JZE46, which I loved. But
You had a JZE46?
I had a JZE46, and before that, I had a F20C RX-7.
Okay. Yeah.
That's an amazing car.
The F20C. That's like the
S2000.
Oh.
Honda.
Okay. Yeah.
A Honda F20C. So it's a 2-liter that revs to 9,000 RPM.
Yeah.
It was
that
that really leveled up my driving, because ever since I started drifting, I've been obsessed with not making a mistake behind the wheel.
Yeah.
I would go out, film myself. The only reason I had bought a GoPro was to film myself. The camera was aiming at my hands, at my feet. And whenever I was making a mistake on the track, I would rewatch that moment for an hour.
Why did I make the mistake?
Why did I make the mistake? Where did I do the mistake? How can I prevent it? And from doing it I did that with the Corolla, which had, on a good day, 90 horsepower maybe.
That was a lot back then.
It was a lot. Not really, because people had KAs, and some of them had SRs, which was 3 times the power I had. But that's how you learn to drive properly. Yeah, you take a car that has no power, good suspension, and you just, I don't want to say beat the heck out of it,
No, but you drive it.
You
drive
have to drive it to the maximum. And then once you're at 110%, you upgrade a little bit. And that's what I did with that was the whole thing with the RX-7. It was a really good chassis. It has a lot of grip, but I didn't want to put like a V8 in it. I didn't want to put an SR, or I didn't want to put JZ at the time. I just wanted something fun first. It's always that, but I wanted something not overpowered. And the F20 was just perfect. I had a really good deal on it. We put it in like a week, and I daily drove that car. I drove that car for 45,000 clicks 1 year.
It's kind of like the same with my Mark II. Like I wanted to keep it low power for at least 2 years. So I had like 120, it was 128 from the factory 30 years ago. So probably lower than that, and I've like 70 psi in the rear. And at one point I was like, well, I'm following people, and I'm like, the only reason why I'm not under door is because like I'm cutting angle, cutting line, and they're still moving away. So I'm at the point where I need more. But still, like, also that car, I drove in 2 summers, 50,000 kilometers with it on the road, 12 drift events, to and from, never trailered it.
That's the other thing. I was driving that car. I was living in Saint Jerome, working in Laval.
That's a good trek.
And I was also running the events in Saint Eustache and iCar at the same time. I was drifting that car 3 times a week.
God.
So I would wake up in the morning, go to work on Monday, do tires at night, because it was the only day I had no drifting in the week. That car took a beating, but like a champ. It never broke on me. It never let me down. Never. I broke on the last 2 events I did, and that's when I changed the car, because it's just me being me. I broke a ring gear in the diff. I stripped 1 transmission. But the transmission was my fault. It was not fully in gear. A clutch kicked, and it just blew it up. Yeah. It just died. And yeah, I then built the JZ46, which was an amazing car.
Oh, it's the combination. I don't want to call it boring, because
it is. That's why I sold it. It's boring. It's not. It's a great car, and it's the same thing as a
Corvette?
S chassis. No. S chassis with a V8. It's the best comp car ever. It's so well engineered as per drifting point of view. Yep. Everyone has done it. Yeah. No matter what you want to find, if you want spare parts, you're going to find them. If you want parts, you're going to find them. A V8 is stupid simple. I hate them, but I mean,
everyone and their mom has one.
Exactly. And you don't work on them. There's less thing to break. You don't have, if you want to go to another level, then you go blower, and then it's a great package, but it's boring. It's not what I like.
Yeah. So when did you actually start with DMCC and everything competition?
So,
and like, what was your role when you began?
I did
versus
everything.
What it's now.
I did all of the position in drifting. We started this journey a couple years back. It was in my old partner, David DeSomo, which is not around anymore, called me one morning. He's like, we were acquaintance back then. He's like, we're gonna go to East Coast Bash at Englishtown. I'm like, I always wanted to go there. I was on the Club Loose forum back then. Like, I was building my Corolla just to go down there, but I didn't have money, so I didn't have like a truck trailer.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna U-Haul it, and they did it. Him and Chris from Overdose Performance. He came back. He's like, man, it's the best thing ever. We should do it here. So we invited the guys from Club Loose. So Matt Petty came down with the boys, and we did our first Maple Leaf Bash in 2011.
At Saint Eustache.
At Saint Eustache, which was gnarly. It was so fun.
God, Saint Eustache is the one thing I regret the most about drifting in my life, is that I have never been there and I will never be able to go there. I convinced my mom to bring me to FD Canada, like when they did the one round in Canada at Saint Eustache. I convinced her, like, hey, I'd really want to go there. Would you mind coming with me next year? Yeah, 100%. and that's the year it closed.
Yeah,
It's so I was never ever able to go there, and
it still feels like I lost a friend, like a member of my
oh,
family.
it's
It's yeah, great place. It was the best place on earth. Yeah, I know everyone says that Englishtown is the best place on earth, but Saint Eustache was something that you can't explain it.
it's hard. I think it's hard to convey to people the the camaraderie and the culture of drifting here. Like we went last October, we went to Gambler with Martin, and the event finished on the Saturday, and everyone just left.
Yeah.
Except Trevor Roots. Trevor Roots, shout out to Trevor Roots. He partied with us. He gave me a 50-piece chicken nugget from Popeyes. He was like, "No, you go, take it." I was like, "Well, no, I'm not gonna eat all of it." He's like, "We'll give it to some people." So he's like, super cool dude. But everyone else just left. And at DMCC, one of my favorite parts of the weekend is on the Sunday when the competition is done, and everyone does like a bit of picking up and everything, and then there's music. There's always someone putting music. So there's barbecues. There's everything.
Barbecues with an S.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's more than one.
And
it was like that when they came down. We had a shop down there that we would use. Cedric used to have his shop down there, and we would do parties. And when FD came and we had an actual round,
yeah,
we partied. Like Paula came down. Gittin was there. Farouk guy was there. Who else? Like their whole team. Even in Jersey, I partied with like Riss Millen team back in 14, I think.
Yeah.
Asbo was the room next to me. I offered him a beer. I'm like, don't drink it tonight because it's competition tomorrow. But yeah, so we did Maple Leaf Bash in 2011, and then 2012, Dave calls me one night. He's like, listen, we have the opportunity to operate the drifting at iCar. Do you want to do it with me? So I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. We'll have Maple Leaf Bash once a year, and so we take that contract. We do drifting at iCar for a couple of years.
Were you guys doing the Tuesday, Saturday back then, or was it just?
No, we were doing Tuesdays, sometimes Thursdays, sometimes Saturdays, and sometimes Sundays.
Because now iCar is, I calculated, I think it was for last season, 2024, not 25. I calculated how many events a month you could hit in Quebec, or how many drift days you could hit in Quebec.
A lot.
And it was like close to 20, or not 20, sorry, maybe
people
like 15,
don't
16.
understand, and it's always been like that, and we are so lucky.
Yeah.
That drifting, I'm going somewhere else, but the best and the worst thing of drifting, especially here, it's accessible.
Yeah.
It's the best and the worst thing.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
And I'll get that more on that later, but
yeah, we'll touch back on that because I do agree with you on that.
So yeah, we did iCar, and then we took upon Saint Eustache. So for 1 year we had an overlap. So I was doing Saint Eustache and iCar. I was working 7 days a week. We had started FD Canada.
So yeah, because was that FD Canada or DMCC? Because there's
no, DMCC back then was, I think, still owned by Jean and his brother.
Bergeron?
Or maybe Silvio had just bought it.
Are you talking about Jean Bergeron?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know he owned DMCC.
I think it was him and his brother. It was a bunch of guys in Quebec that Eric Belec had sold him to, and I think it was Jean. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was.
I didn't know he owned it.
You guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Yeah, so, and they were not coming down to Saint Eustache, so we wanted to start FDC, Formula Drift Canada.
Yeah.
So yeah, and from there I did follow DMCC for a while because I was, my God, I was on. I started with Jean-François Chasson and Richie back there. I was one of their mechanic. Then I went with Carl Nadeau. I was one of the mechanic. Then I was solely in charge of tires to make sure everything was right. Then I switched over to my own thing because I'm like, you know what? Not screw this, but I mean,
You wanted to do your own thing.
I wanted to go on the other side, and then we started working at DC. I was a comp director. I was a judge for a season. I was tech now.
Yeah, because now you do tech for every DMCC class.
Exactly. Yeah. I did every single position. The only thing I didn't do competition-wise is driver, because I can't do it. My brain just can't do it.
Yeah.
I have the performance anxiety. It just doesn't work.
Have you ever done sim competition?
I tried. I did. It's so funny. The people who were judges back then might remember that. It was on Road Atlanta, which is one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, great track.
Practice all week, and I didn't need to practice. I know every single outside zone, inside zone.
Yeah, you got the muscle memory down, you know?
I do it all week. I practice with the boys. I'm indoors. Everything is great. I dominate. I get to the line in qualification. I'm like, all right, man, you go. I'm like, all right, cool. First gear, second gear, third gear, wall.
Yeah.
I was sweating my ass off. My balls were wet. I'm like, I'm in my freaking living room. I'm drinking a coffee. I have no pressure. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Back when I was a kid, I was playing chess. I don't look like that, but I was doing chess, and I tried competition.
Same thing.
I could not move a goddamn pin on the chessboard. It was impossible for me. I was just like frozen.
Dude, I get that. I did a few competitions in the sim, and I did two comp series that it wasn't really like a series with like a point system, but it was like every Friday there's a comp, and it's just like for bragging rights or whatever.
Yeah.
And the first time I did each of the series, practice, same thing, goes well. Then competition, my legs are shaking like this. I'm like, in my arms, I'm like, it's the same thing. And then I bin it. It did that for both. But then the time after, I was like, well, I can't do worse than last week. And that's where I was able to kind of get over that and then win some events and have some fun. But hey, it's the sim, and the Tech 53 guys will tell you that doesn't count. So it's
I'll try it back one day. I'm working on it. It's so harsh. I'd love to do it. I would kill on the Gambler. I have
that, dude.
Dude, I have at least 3,000 lap on that track.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. I have a friend with who we spent nights and nights driving the Gambler back and forth, just back and forth. And I love that track. I would love to do a run on this. But yeah, so I pretty much did every single position you can think of. Like
What was your favorite?
What
was your favorite?
I hated being a judge.
Oh, I can get that.
It's the worst. Like, you guys don't get it. Everyone's like, the judges, somebody bought them. Shut up. Like, you don't even know half of the battle of being a judge is. It's terrible because it's your opinion. And then you got two other dudes with who you're supposed to technically get along because they're your closest co-worker, and then you realize that at some point, somehow, they're going to make a decision that makes no freaking sense to you, and it's normal. It's a judge sport.
Yeah.
It's a matter of opinion. But then you got to face the music of everyone's not being able to deal with their emotion because they love the dude that's on track so much, and they're like, in my heart, he won. But that's not how it works. Like, there's facts. And it's like, shout out to every single people who've been a judge in their life, and drifting, it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, and shout out to the judges. Like, I'm, as a spotter, like, I'm always during practice and everything, I'm always with the judges, talking with the judge and everything. And now, especially in DMCC, there's a drone, there's multiple cameras. Like at this point, and the judging has gotten really good. Whereas this year, there wasn't that many calls that, like, they weren't able to explain. Like, there's every time, like, for example, if Martin lost, I'm like, hey, can you just explain it to me more? And they're like, well, in this section, he did this in the lead, which upset, like, the chase driver. And when you look at the replay,
it's right there.
Lo and behold, you're like, yep, they're right. And that's
people took a decision. There's a reason why they had that opinion, even though you're not in align with their opinion. But there's a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not pulling this opinion out of their ass.
No, exactly.
Like, they saw something, and they're human. It might be possible that they missed something, but you signed off to go out and drift. So you signed off that it's a judge sport.
Yeah.
If you don't want to play with wrong judging, or if you don't want to play with a human missing an information, Well, go out and turn left all day. I love NASCAR.
Yeah.
It's easy. You just turn left and nothing's wrong there. Nobody's going to tell you that you did something that you didn't do because that's all you have to do.
Yeah, it's either you
So it's a
crash or you
contract.
finish.
It's one thing people got to start understanding.
It's a judge sport.
Is that it's a judge sport. You went along. You decided to go there. There was a long process before you ending up on that line leading for your first qualification run. That did not happen overnight. You had to build a car. You had to build a team. You had to go there.
Yeah.
You signed up for it. Man up,
100%.
accept the decision at one point.
100%. And the main thing as well that I really love with DMCC drivers, which, you know what? It sucks. We were on the short end of that at one point with Martin and Montmagny in 2024 when Martin didn't go all the way out to the wall where he should have before a power alley, and the chase driver did because that's what he expected the driver to do. And then he got lost in the smoke because of that, and then and to the naked eye, it made no sense, but when you look at the replay and everything, you notice, hey, the lead driver caused the fault on the chase driver.
Yep.
And that's one thing that many series don't take into account, is that a lead driver mistake can make the chase driver do a mistake. And I'm all for mimic the lead. But also if you're supposed, the lead driver needs to do a 100-point qualifier.
Yeah.
So if he does a 50-point qualifier, like he's not doing what he's supposed to do, and he's doing such a bad lead that you have to adapt to that in the moment. And I agree with that. You have to adapt, but at the same time, it can be.
What I tell people now, because I'm pretty much the only one in the paddock with the drivers hearing them right on point, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times I get these people, I walk in the paddock, I drive my bike, and I see these teams upset because I know they just went off and they got kicked out because the other driver won, and then I see them arguing, so I just go there. I do it with Pro-Am, not with Pro, because I help a lot of the Pro-Am drivers because they're on the same level, and I want them to go there.
Get better.
And I always tell them the same thing. You gave the judges an opportunity to judge you.
Yeah.
You screwed it up.
You left it in the judge's hands.
Yep. If you don't do 100% run, as a chaser and as a leader, you give them the opportunity to find something to kick you out. It's your fault.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
I don't know, 100%. And you know what? This year we were also on the short end of that. And we had a talk with Martin, like, hey, we have to be undeniable. We can't leave it in the judge's hands.
Exactly.
Because when you leave it in the judge's hands, like, they will for sure look back at the whole run, and then they might find more mistakes. They might then, if you do an undeniable lead, undeniable chase, well, it's like, well, for example, Martin won this battle 100%. But if it's if, then there's people who have opinions, split decisions, one more time, not one more times, you know, it's...
Exactly.
So, yeah. And another thing that I really love, or I think many people don't know about DMCC, is the level of driver.
It's insane.
The level of
it's
car.
Insane.
And the level of rigs. Fucking rigs are people bigger rigs than FD. Like,
I've been following drifting ever since it existed, pretty much. And I've seen the evolution of drifting. Yeah. Here and in the States, I followed it. Our pro drivers, and this is throughout the years, our pro drivers have always been skilled to the either subsidiary series of FD or their pro spec level. We have a lot. Our top 8 would kill in pro spec.
Oh, 100%.
Kill.
100%. Look at
what
Tommy
would
Lemaire.
Kill our driver in pro spec is maybe budget car builds.
Well, even then, like,
we have some of the greatest car builders. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, first of all, our dollar sucks.
Yeah.
So for every grand that we spend, we lose $500. So sometimes when you're building a car, you're going to cheap out because you're missing that $500 to $1,000. Yeah. Well, they don't have that. They don't have that. That's what I mean by
import fees and all that stuff as well.
The car building portion of it. But we have, like, if you're on the Northeast and you're not doing DMCC, you're missing out, dude, because you're either gonna get your ass kicked,
Oh yeah.
and it's gonna kick you in the ass to get better, or you're gonna be midfield at most.
Yeah.
I am 100% sure what I'm saying.
And one thing too this year, or how should I preface this? 4 years ago when I started following Martin, when the top 16 happened, you kind of knew who was going to be the top 8, top 4.
Yeah, but there was still some wild cards all the time.
Of course, but this year, top 16, anybody
could win.
Anyone. And we've seen mega upsets with GF Brissette.
GF Brissette and Falaise.
He ran Falaise's door and he
crazy shit.
And that was an upset. And you're
just take it back to 17 when Jonathan Nairn came down with his buddy. They had two S14s with monstrous Magnuson superchargers.
Yeah.
Wild cars. They thought they would come here and
sweep the floor.
They did a great job, but we put up a fight.
Yeah.
And it gave birth to a lot of drivers that are still there today that are monsters. We have the level of our drivers is outrageous. I can't wait to see what Martin does in
E46.
In the E46 on the other side of the border. I mean, you just look at
you'll see it next year.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Man,
Tommy
this
Lemaire.
kid. Yeah, Tommy Lemaire.
Yeah.
Amazing what he does. It just sucks because every time he gets pulled out, it's his car.
Yeah.
And it's not because his car is not built the proper way. It's not because it's really just unfortunate event every single time. And you're like, he's going to get it. And then.
Exactly. And, the first year he did Pro Spec, there was, how can I put this? Some shit happened behind the scene that once again, it was out of his hand.
Hey, listen, you're as good as your program.
Exactly. So he came back.
He was being supported by many people.
Yeah.
When your program is not steady, I mean, things can happen.
Exactly.
I don't know all the background. It's just from my interpretation of what I see.
He came back and he did a year of DMCC. He came back and said,
and he obliterated, he killed it.
Yeah.
He did a Dean, he did a Saito,
he won the championship and then he went back to FD Pro Spec and then he won his Pro Spec that year. And then he decided to go to Pro. Then he built also a Corvette, which, this year for him.
It's a new car.
It's new year. We weren't expecting anything, but I got to say, there was some chases he did that
Where did he
finish?
He was going to win? Which position? I don't remember.
I don't know why, he always got LZ or Dean in top 16. He was always unlucky with brackets, but also he always put up a goddamn good fight.
All the time. That last Long Beach, I thought he had it. Honestly, it was a great battle, but I think he overcooked it, right? Or
I don't remember.
I think he overcooked it. I could be mistaken. Don't quote me on that either. But I think he put it in the wall and.
But still, it gives you an idea of
the level of driving that we have.
And Tommy Lemaire, when he came here, he didn't
people put up
won, but he didn't sweep the floor in every battle. It was close.
Yeah.
It was really
he
close.
Obliterated the championship, but not the people.
Yeah, no. It was all battles. From the top 16 on, it was close battles. People know it's Tommy Lemaire. He's gonna put it on your door. You gotta put it on his door. He's gonna be fast. You gotta be fast. And
you got all the Morin, the Landreville, the Falaise. All these peoples are there.
Yeah.
These are all top drivers.
I think we have in DMCC right now.
Our roster is amazing.
Amazing. I think we have probably in Pro. I think we have at least 10 drivers that could be put into Pro Spec next year, and if not, do really good. Put up a heck of a fight and be
100%.
A lot better than some drivers that are there. But another thing too that we have here that's kind of an advantage for us. High speed tracks. You look at St. Louis and that's it's so fast. We initiate at in Saint Croix.
Most of our tracks were at, I want to say 80 to 90 miles an hour.
Dude, I have a video of Martin initiating at iCar the first year you guys did it on the with the long
that
straightaway.
was fun.
Martin, he initiated, I think it was at 110 mile an hour.
That's fun.
It was great. Like, we have fast tracks, and when high risk, yes, but it's like
It's rewarding.
yeah. And then when you get into a slower track or something, it's like, oh, this is
Everything's full motion.
Easy. Yeah, exactly. And
I remember the first, back when, a long time ago, I think they started doing it back last year. At Shannonville, you have what we call Turn Zero.
yeah, I don't know. Oh man. I don't believe they still do it, or they did it for a private day, I think.
The first time I tried it, it's funny because Josiah and his brother were there, but
I think it's for that event actually that they did it.
No, like a long time ago. I'm talking 2014.
Oh yeah, but I mean that they
Like
reopened
FDF
it.
was, I don't think FDF was a thing. His brother Joel was driving like a wagon Subaru.
Oh no, but I mean that they opened it last year.
I think they opened
it was
it once last year. It's intimidating because you're you're launching your car into the abyss.
Yeah.
But you have such a runway. It was the first time I was pulling the e-brake at such high speed. It was 160. I had the digital dash from the S2000 my RX-7. 167 kilometers an hour. It's engraved in my memory. I pulled the e-brake. I'm like, but I started my day like when I was a kid. Like, I'm never gonna drift that. It's way too much. And then I got in 100 kilometers. I'm like, all right, I'm not going fast enough because my car doesn't have enough power. So let's do 120 and then 140 and then 150. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna hold the floor, shift fourth gear, and go for it. But it's
like Saint Croix, the initiation at Saint Croix.
Oh yeah, but that was
Halloween
brutal.
bash when they put up the speed sign. They put like a speeding sign, and it was the fastest. I was a passenger. I was with Martin in his E46, and he drifted fourth gear the bank. Usually I don't remember if he usually does fourth or third, but like at the end, like it just started to grip up and just squat. Shifted fifth, and then 99 miles per hour started flashing. So I was like, okay, so we're at least initiating at 100 miles an hour, because I could see it from afar out. I was like, oh, we're going 99. And then it started flashing. I was like, oh, there's another level to this. And he's like, yeah, earlier it turned off at one point when I was coming in. I was like, holy fuck. And that's a regular drift day. You can go there with your Miata and do that if you want.
Pretty much.
And people do.
But there's other track where there used to be a track in FD Circuit that was a wall in New Jersey.
Yeah.
The highest initiation was maybe, I don't know, 88 miles per hour. And 88 was pushing it because people were like 1, 2, 3, and then flick it. But that thing would destroy cars all day.
Yeah, I
Chelsea
remember.
destroyed his E36 there, like bad.
I remember people.
Who was it? I'm not
Paul,
sure.
doesn't Paulie, did he blow his engine before the lap there and completed the lap?
Not Pollack, but either Turk or the other guy that had the Camaro.
Oh, that was
destroyed it.
The mobile. Travis Reeder?
No, it was not. No, Travis was not there back then.
Oh,
no, it was a road race guy.
Oh,
there was a lot of road race guy back then. It's the guy with the Porsche.
Denofa?
No, Denofa had an E36 back then, or he had just switched to the
E46. Porsche now, which is one.
Yeah, but no, it was early days. Like I'm talking. It was a 993.
Yeah.
From Hankook.
I don't know that guy's name.
It's a
I've seen
sick
a few
car,
videos.
but I mean, Weissfab was not even a thing back then.
Yeah.
So like in the early days of drifting, it was wild. There was a guy with an El Camino. There was
there was a Charger.
There was a Charger. There was a Challenger. Dago Saito bought that car. There was Vipers.
Well, there was Vipers up until recently as well.
But it was more modern Vipers, and it was a lot of modern technology. But I'm talking like early, like tube chassis Viper. They were a race car that they turned into drift car. They were not legal, but they're like, we have nothing else.
Old FT days.
Yeah, there was. Shout out to Andy Sapp, E46 330i with like a shark chip. That's all. Running Road Atlanta, crazy stuff. Look it up.
Andy Sapp, yeah.
He's
one of the OGs in drifting.
Crazy, like chassis in the early days that made no sense.
Because people didn't really know better back then. They were like, oh, this car looks cool.
Yes and no, but like people started understanding that in the early days of drifting in the US, everyone was drifting like 240s or whatever they had. And then people like Forsberg started understanding that, all right, so if I want to be taken seriously, because this is a new motorsport, I have to look serious.
Yeah.
So Forsberg went out, bought a 350Z from the dealership, stripped it out. I think he put like an SR in it. It was a Sears car.
Okay.
So he was still making payment on that car while trying to win a championship. And Gittin was drifting like a 240.
No, 240. That was a 240
Yeah.
days?
It was a 240, and that 240, I don't know if it's still alive. We sold that 240. We had bought that 240 with Cal Nadeau from Gittin, picked it up at MMA Motorsport. We sold it to Said, and I don't know what Said did with it. I should have asked him.
You should really ask him.
I will ask him because I want to know where that car is now.
Wait, didn't the Nofa buy it?
I think
Or not the Nofa.
maybe the Nofa bought it because it was Pat's Good and Missile or something like that. Maybe that's what it is.
I think.
I don't remember. I'll ask Said this summer.
That. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's when he signed the Ford contract and he got his first Ford Mustang. And see, that guy lives from that today. Why? Because he understood that if you want to go somewhere, if you want to be taken seriously, and it brings me back to what I was saying before, is that you got to look serious if you want to be taken seriously, which is why the beauty and the worst thing about drifting is that it's too accessible.
Yeah.
Because anyone can take any car and go out and drift.
Mm-hmm.
So when you walk in the paddock of a drift event and you see beat up BMWs, bent up Miatas, and screwed up cars, it's thing you would never see at like a road circuit event. You don't go out to TCMP and find like a Honda Civic with no doors, with a beat up cage that's bent with like exhaust pipes and
or
4 unmatching tires.
Or a 350Z with no
Not
back.
pointing out people. Not pointing out people. That's why I picked up a Civic. Like 350Z G35, bent in half, no doors. Like it's
the hard.
It's great that it's accessible, but it brings the sport somewhere else. And walk around in other motorsport. Go on tracks. Talk about drifters. 50% of the time we look like dumbasses.
Yeah, and especially
and it pains
with the
me.
cars. Yeah.
It pains me. I have poured my heart out into the sport, and I tried to explain this to people, and they're like, I don't care. I don't need a paint. I don't need a door. I don't need a bumper. Maybe you do.
Yeah.
Like, take pride in what you do sometimes.
Yeah.
It's all right sometimes not to have the time to paint your car because you just crash into the wall. I mean, I understand
that's the other side of it, is that drifting, your goal is to get closer to the wall. So like buying a
but some people's goal is to get into the wall. Yeah, that's the other thing.
Some people are a bit intense in that. I agree. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, because there's the difference between. Well, even then, look at Martin. Look at his Missile.
It's still in one pieces.
And not only that, like every few years he redoes it, repaints it, and it looks good. And even when it's beat up, it's more character than it is like.
It has character, but it still looks like a car. If you walk 30 feet from it, it has all body panels. Yeah.
Maybe it's not the rear bumper, but.
Yeah. But it's a cut up rear bumper. Yeah. There's a purpose to it.
Yeah.
It's still, it's all the same color. He put effort into it.
Exactly.
At some point, he took the car, he painted it, he did something. Even the skis on the roof. It's a nice addition.
So sick.
It's great.
It's so sick.
Even when it was a Missile back then, before it was beige.
When it was the blue one?
It was blue or purple with the lines.
Yeah.
He put effort into it. He just didn't took like a BMW, shoved up like a 323 engine in it, and like.
Yeah,
cut the exhaust underneath the floor. Like, he put some effort into it.
And I also understand like the
people sometimes people put effort into making a car ugly. Like,
yeah, like I understand as well. Like if you don't have the budget and you want to go drive, and you have to put your money towards. I need to go drive. I need essentials, and like I fucked up the rear of my car, but. All the arms are straight, and I don't have the budget to redo it. Like,
well, you know what?
I get that.
It costs $0 to strap your car to your pickup, ratchet strap the fuck out of the ass, and bringing it straight-ish.
That's true. No, that's true. I agree with that. But
it saddens me, because when you go along that route, you apply it to something else, and that's when you get hurt. Yeah. I've seen a bunch of shit in my life, and I am surprised I have not seen someone died yet.
Oh, 100%. At the track, you mean?
At grassroots events, at professional events, and it's sometimes people think I'm an asshole, but I'm like, listen, I'm not being an asshole, because if you died tonight here on track while I'm working, I could have saved you.
Yeah.
That happens every time.
Oh,
I've seen car flips. I've seen car burned to the ground.
Shout out Morin. Shout out E90 at the
But
Saint
Morin was in a good car, well built. That's what saved him. I've seen some shitty car flip, and I don't understand how people have not been hurt.
Yeah, especially Saint Croix, it's brutal.
Even in Saint Eustache, it happened. I've seen some car burned to the ground. And sometimes it's not because, if you watch it, I'm not going to name him, but it's well built cars. Yeah. It's really good car. It's just unfortunate event.
Oh, 100%.
But I've seen some shit burned down, and it was one of my best friends. His car almost burned down because he played a dummy move.
Yeah. And like, the best example, you remember last year, Martin, at Saint Croix? The whole back of the car caught fire.
Oh, yeah.
And what happened there is we were like, hey, we'll be smart. We'll make the exhaust nut point straight at the fuel pumps. You know, we'll just put it on the other side. But on the other side was the fuel overflow. So like a loop, it went up, did a loop, and then pointed down there.
And Martin's not a dumbass. He's been building cars for ages.
Which is why he's building mine.
Sometimes it's just that's what I mean by
a
unfortunate event. You don't think about it. You're like, oh, let's do it this way, because you're focusing on something.
Yeah. And then, all it took was a
So that's putting effort into something with someone with good knowledge, with good craftsmanship. So imagine someone's not putting effort
100%.
And the opposite.
There's a lot of hazards.
Yeah, so...
But that's not to...
I love this sport. It's in me. It's going to be forever in me. I've put countless hours, countless efforts. I put a mortgage out on my life for that sport.
100%. And... Talking about the bad of the sport in Quebec more specifically, there's also the good of it.
Everywhere.
There's cars like Mathieu, Worst Motoring. Yeah. Shout out to him. I don't know if you know him.
It's my best friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him to do the podcast. He's like,
really?
oh, when my 180 is going to be done? I'm like, when?
So in 2040 something.
Yeah, basically. But his R32 is... It's crazy. It's so
When he crashed that car, I was following him.
Really?
Yeah, I was in his door.
Wait, did you crash it this year?
Saint Eustache, no, bad.
Oh, okay.
That's why he has a tube. He hates that. That's why he has a tube and rear and front tube, and because he clipped the wall and then the nose bit in it. But I was in his door and I'm like, there's something wrong with his car. I just pulled out and then whipped it out.
But he's the. Was it him? No, it was one of his buddies that I bought my thrash sheet from, but we picked it up at his house.
Oh, probably from Maxim or something.
Guy has a chaser.
Yeah, Maxim.
Maxim?
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, like he puts so much time and so much craftsmanship into his car. And most of the comp cars, like I was talking to a guy at work. So yeah, I went to like FDCAN or DMCC like 10 years ago, and the cars are kind of and I'm like, now my kid kind of wants to go. He's interested, but like, I'm not sure. Are the cars still like that? Like, do I have a place to sit at the track? I'm like, dude, give me a second. I pulled up like one video. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
like the level of craftsmanship and it's crazy.
When we started FD Canada, at some point in the history of DMCC, there was one tech that was really anal on shit.
Had a bad day.
No. The guy came. Drifting is like that. A lot of people come from road racing because road racing is the closest neighbor to drifting. Well, it's
dirt track.
No. It's the closest neighbor to drifting because it's on the same tracks. It's just not the same thing.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So a lot of people migrate to drifting, or some of their friends are drifters and they're road racers, and then you get. Like the guy that was stacking cars when I went to Lock City in Connecticut was a guy from road racing.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have the same rules. They see some shit sometimes. But you need that one guy that's anal on some stupid shit because he's there to save your life.
Yeah,
But that got lost somewhere in the history of drifting in Quebec, and when we started doing FD Canada, we brought it back. I saw some things, like a bottle of NOS, a bottle of NOS installed on a diamond plate, stepped out, so like maybe an inch or 2 inches, not bolted down to the car, just freely moving in the trunk.
Yeah.
Like things like that. Car was coming from another series and running.
Yeah, it was
when we teched it.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. There's
a lot of bad things, a lot of good things.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. But another thing that's good is like we were talking about earlier, the number of events that we have, and especially at a place
not only the number of events, it's how close they are.
Yeah.
You have.
I have all the tracks.
Sainte-Croix, Montmagny, Icar. We're gonna include Shannonville because it's not that far. It's like 4 hours. So in like here, so we're close to the island of Montreal right now. We're within a 4-hour range of driving.
Yeah.
You can drive every week.
Well, take me for an example. Trois-Rivières.
Yeah, you're through the river. It's even better.
2 hours
from away.
6 tracks.
Yeah, you can drive every week. There's place in
multiple times.
There's place in the States, and certain states, you can only drive 3 times a year.
Yep.
And it's like you can drive here for $40 every single week.
Yeah. Like,
and in the States, sometimes it's going to be like $300, and you don't have to miss it. It's going to be on a Tuesday in the middle of the day.
Well, I'll give you an example. In BC, I went to BC a few years back for an internship, and I was staying with one of my buddies that does drifting, and we went to Mission Raceway. Well, they do Wednesday night drifts.
Yeah.
Back then, I think it was twice a month, but they couldn't get it on weekends. Now it's gotten a lot better and everything, but it was twice a month on Wednesdays. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Whereas like here, Icar has Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Sometimes Saturdays and sometimes Sundays.
Yeah, because when there's Eurocracy,
and when there's an event, you have
GDM
2 days
Fest,
sanctioned.
Honda
Like
Fest,
it's
Slow Show, So Clean.
There's so much track time available. It's
every single time there's a 2-day event, there's drifting available, which is absolutely insane. And then you have Sainte-Croix that does two-day weekends once a month.
Yeah.
And it's 2-day weekends, but you arrive there on the Friday. There's always a big ass bonfire, some shenanigans, and then drive all day Saturday, repeat, drive all day Sunday, and then.
And people don't take time to appreciate that. They really take it for granted.
Yeah, especially Sainte-Croix.
Anywhere. And every time we try to squeeze up the boat, put a little bit of rules so that people can be safer, people are bitching.
Yeah, always. Kind of like, what happened at
I have
Maple Leaf Batch, Charles-André. Charlot.
What happened?
When he did a burnout with his car on plywoods.
Ooh.
At like midnight, so past.
That was in Montmagny.
Curfew
yeah.
hour,
Oh my God! Shout out Charlot and your emotion. I got tanked down that day, but.
Yeah, well, he
stuff,
knows it was stupid.
Many stuff happened throughout the years.
Yeah, and
like
I'm assuming that's kind of one of the reasons maybe why Maple Leaf Bash isn't in Montmagny again.
No,
I don't know
that's not. It's not part of it. No. There's
because I know a lot of people were sad about that. I really love that track. It's
great.
So fun.
It's great, but we managed to do something good with Icar. It was.
I wasn't there, so I can't.
Oh, it was so like the second layout was great.
So you guys did the regular drift park,
and then on the other side, a part of the
DMCC track.
No, usually the park. The parking.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So where we use in huge events, we did a trek out of that.
Yeah, you guys do not time attack there, but kind of time attack.
On some nights they do time attack there.
Yeah. No, I remember. It's like it's a nice left, right sweeper.
It's a left sweeper, and then it's a left turn into a big right sweeper, double hairpin, and then small hairpin.
Double apex.
Yeah, that was a double. Yeah, true. It was double apex.
So yeah, it's a good one for like, you got time to get on someone's door and stay on someone's door, whereas the drift park is a bit more of like a.
You're already on someone's door.
Yeah, basically, it's so small. Well, it's not
No,
not
no,
that
there's
small.
it's a perfect size.
Yeah, it's a second gear track.
No, it's
No,
a third and fourth gear track.
Well, it depends on your gearing, but
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm going to be running third and fourth because I'm running a ZF and a 3.9, but
I have no idea.
yeah, it depends on the gearing for sure.
And with the SR, I was in third gear. With the Mustang, I was in third, second.
I was in second and in first with my
Yeah,
car at
yeah.
100 horsepower.
I can see that.
In the S's, I'd initiate second, and then when I'd go to the apex, I had to slam in first because otherwise I couldn't hold it because of that decel there. It was, yeah, that did a lot of clutch kick. That clutch, I cannot believe that clutch survived. I clocked in, I think it was 15 clutch kicks on one lap at Montmagny once. On one lap, and it's not that long of a lap.
It reminds me of my Corolla days.
And I drove it home that day. I drove it home. It's crazy, but yeah, it's
I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty? Nothing changed. Cheers. Cheers, buddy.
Okay, I can't stop looking at this thing.
Yeah, so people that listen to the podcast in French, because usually the podcast is in French. I didn't really touch on that, I think, but
Right, people have been listening for I don't know how long.
oh.
You're like, hey, by the way, we're not talking in French. I don't know if you noticed.
no, but I'll put a part at the beginning where I explain. But there's a segment that I do. It's called Elise's question.
La question d'Elise.
Yeah, in French. And
Elise, which is Martin's girlfriend.
yeah, which she takes care of us so well. Like I don't know if you've
Mama
seen
Bear. Oh yeah.
the food she does for us and everything.
I've been there for a while.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. So when I told her I wanted to do the podcast, she kept sending me a bunch of questions that I should ask people. So I said, hey, I'll do a segment called Elise's Questions. So that's what we're doing right now. So we both haven't seen the questions.
No, at all. We just fold them over and put it in there. Which is, by the way, shout out to Maximum Driftcast, Paco and Corey, and Brian, 8-Bit Brian. I won this air filter signed by Chris Forsberg, number 64.
And he's agreed to give it to me for... No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, not happening. All right, first question.
Oh, you're going to have to translate it, though. They're all in French.
Yep. Oh, hey, that's a good one. Who's going to be DMCC champion next year?
Oh, that's a good one. 2026 DMCC champion. So wait, let's think about this, because...
You know what? It's impossible to say because they're all wild cards. Up until the last round, it was not locked in for Landreville.
Well, let's talk about that again, because 2024...
It was the same thing in 2024.
Yuri, who was in 4th place in the championship, coming into the last event, won the championship. He needed to qualify first, win the event, and it was a perfect storm, and he won it. Yeah. And this year, kind of the same thing.
It's all wild cards.
But
that's what's fun about it.
Let's see. I think Morin's rebuilding his engine and doing classic maintenance, but I think he's keeping the same car. Landreville is going to be keeping the same car because it's just a fucking rocket ship.
He had put it up for sale, but I don't think he sold it.
He put that car up for sale.
Yeah, he put it up for sale.
I didn't see.
He was like, if anyone wants it, take it out of my hands. I don't know what was the plan. I didn't talk to him about it,
But like us with Martin, E46, it's gonna be like another lab season in the DMCC next year. So it's either gonna go really well or it's gonna be like last year, which a bunch of
but he has the advantage that
he's driven that chassis.
Oh, I'm sorry. He already drove it. He's actually driving that chassis. So
if you had to say a name, who do you think? Who do you think?
I'm gonna say Morin. Morin deserves it.
Morin, you think
Morin deserves it?
The three-peat, or not the three-peat, but the third win?
Yeah.
Yeah, Morin.
He deserves it because he wants that third one.
Oh, he wants it so fucking bad, and especially if Landreville's gonna go for his third one next year as well. It's gonna be. That's
gonna be a riot.
It's gonna be a bloodbath. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, let's do another one too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's some things that aren't drifting related as well.
Oh, that's a good one for me. Which question do we ask you the most? Is this legal on my car?
Oh God.
Can I do this?
Yeah. You're the one getting all those DMs, aren't you? So another thing we talked about a bit before the podcast too. Sim or not? We talked about it, so
I'm all for it. I started sim driving. I was a kid.
Yeah.
I downloaded Live for Speed. I was born raised dipped in cars.
Yeah, it's a tool.
And I had not driven a car at all. I was 14 years old, and Logitech came out with back then what was called.
What year was this?
Oh my God, long time ago.
Whoa.
Driving Force Pro, which is the first 900-degree wheel. It had sequential shifter, 2-pedal, and 900-degree wheels. And I ordered from, I don't know, Ireland, a H-pattern shifter. So it was like my first sim. So I was able to play Live for Speed on a computer. And as soon as I started driving, I got the
itch.
Not the hitch. I started understanding how a car worked. Because I was watching videos. I was like, all right, so they let go of the wheel. There must be a reason behind that. Why, you know? And then I was looking at feet. I'm really, like, I like to analyze things. I was like, okay, there's something there. And then when I started driving on the sim, I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Because I was playing initially at the arcade. But the wheel was just, it
it's like
was
barely
an arcade,
turns.
so it's like, I was flicking the wheel, but it was not doing much.
Yeah.
Where when I was at home on that old DFB that was belt driven.
Belt driven is still really good. I got a T300.
But
so.
bear in mind that it's belt driven from like the early 2000s.
Yeah. So it's a belt driven gear drive.
So it's not, it was not that great. It was alright for what I was doing, but sim 100%. 100%. It helps you with, it does create some things that I don't like. Because I'm lazy on a sim. I'm really lazy. That's why I only drive like 4-cylinder cars, because it pushes me to not make mistakes. It's way harder on a sim because you don't feel the engine bogging down, the tires getting traction. And everyone, it's funny because I was listening to the other podcaster guys were like, I'm not feeling anything.
I feel it.
You have to feel it, because sometimes when somebody pulls up in your door with like a open headers LS7, you're not going to feel anything because you're going to be so distracted that, so it kind of helps you in that way. But the only thing I hate about sim is it makes me lazy. So my first couple of laps every year when May comes around, I suck, and then it takes me a whole day to just get back in.
See, I'm lucky in the way that my wheel right now, one of the reasons why I don't want to change my setup, I don't know with how my car is going to feel next year, but my force feedback and self-steer in the sim feels exactly the same as my car IRL. Like how heavy my steering wheel is and all that, I have it set up that it's basically 1-to-1. So to me, when I flick the wheel, I know how much it's going to turn. I know I don't need to feed the wheel that much. I know it's...
I'm direct drive now. I don't need to feed the wheel.
Yeah, you need to stop the wheel with direct drive, basically.
No, not really. It's actually pretty well set up. I'll let you try it.
You got to tune it. That's the thing. You gotta tune it.
It's like when I had a G29.
God, gears.
Yeah.
Gears.
I had to tweak it quite a lot. Now it's loose. I like these things.
Yeah.
They're good.
Well, don't burn them all. I gotta use them for other guests too. But I got a question for you. Yeah, that's it. Shout out to you. We'll do this one, then I got a question for you.
Okay. Oh God, that's profound. You have a goal or a dream in your driver's career.
Finish your swap?
No, at all. No, that's not a goal. I'm gonna do it. Plain and simple, and everybody should have the same. Have some fun.
I'm not wearing my shirt. Oh, I am.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there was an old saying from Will Rogie, and
keep drifting fun.
Keep drifting fun. And when I sold the E46, it's because I had lost that flame.
Smiling behind the wheel.
Yeah, kinda. I was just bored, and I stopped drifting for a while. And then I road tripped to Connecticut last year, and it ignited that back like if I was a kid again. Anything you do in life, you gotta have fun. If it's not fun, don't do it. Like,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Do something else. It's important to have fun.
Have fun along the way.
Yeah. When I started drifting and my car would break down, it was the worst thing ever. My fucking week would be like off. I would stop everything I was doing. I was depressed, and then at one point I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? I'm supposed to love drifting. Why am I like that? The car breaking is part of it. I mean, it's motorsport.
Yeah.
So I kind of changed my view of things, and it's all in my life. And now, you know what? The car breaks, I'm laughing at it. Crack a beer, push the car, have a friend.
Hang out.
Some will say that my Maple Leaf Bash this year was not that, but it was a whole week of shenanigans.
Yeah, I remember. It was your tank, I think, your feed lines, then your pump. It was everything.
Had 3 fuel leaks. I got to the track, took the car off the trailer. It never started back.
Yeah.
Shitty freaking week. But it's part of life.
It's life. God, cars. So my question I wanted to ask you, because you're part of the organization DMCC, or at least of the people that work with DMCC during DMCC. I don't know everything you do behind the scene, but where do you see the series going? And one of the things I kind of mean by that as well is you look at the level of driving in DMCC, you look at the money for coming in first place for pros, which is $5,000 Canadian, but when you go to American events, there's a bunch of times, other Canadian events, it's like $500 for first place, which $500 won't cover your weekend. $5,000 will most likely make you break even for your weekend, because you got to do that. You got to do DMCC or just competitions in general. You got to do it for passion. You won't get rich off of it. No one gets rich off of it. But
you know how you make $1 million from drifting?
Start with 10.
Yeah, exactly. You start with more money.
Yeah, the only people that are making money off drifting are not making money off drifting. They're not making money off drifting. They're making money off the content from drifting.
No, at all. They're profiting. You take people like Gittin. Gittin built a career out of drifting. He literally, the guy was an IT tech. He was fixing computer, but he liked cars. He saw an opportunity. A guy has a contract with Ford. That's a major car manufacturer. That's insane.
Yeah.
The guy was driving a beat-up 240. Think about it. I'm not saying you're going to get there, but think about it.
Yeah, it's the...
Chris Forsberg has a contract with Nissan America.
He got the first 400Z in the country, or in the States. He got to tear it apart. But it's... What I mean is the number of people that do that, it's on the palm of your hand. And most people do competition because for the love of the game.
I sold one of the first 400Z in Canada.
You did?
Yeah, to Cédric Légaré.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you sell it? You worked at a Nissan?
I used to work for Nissan for 7 years.
I didn't know. That was before you worked for...
Peterbilt, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I worked for Nissan for 7 years, Volkswagen for 7 years.
Huh.
I was not even selling cars.
But you hit him up and like, hey...
I'm just like, yo, I have this car, you want it?
God. You're such a bad friend.
No, I think he made a post on Facebook like, does anyone know anyone selling a 400Z? I'm like, I have one in my showroom right now, and the guy who ordered it is too tall.
Oh, really?
The guy had a 370Z. It's the same car. It's just that the way the seats are made in the 400, you don't have enough space.
God.
So I'm like, let me confirm if the guy's really taking back his deposit, and I'll get back to you. And I'm like, all right, well, it's done. Let me make you a deal. I'll find you a price. And he picked it up like a week later.
Nice. But before we went on a tangent.
Yeah, sorry.
Where do you see the future of drifting in Quebec, or more specifically DMCC, and then maybe more
I think the future is not, bear with me as I answer this, the future is not in DMCC. The future is maintaining the health of the sport. So right now, pro level, we're good. We have a good pool of drivers.
Selling out events.
Good events. Pro-Am, an atrocious amount of drivers.
Yeah, there was 38 this year?
But the lack of consistency with their driving is not there. So what we have to do right now is nurture those drivers.
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now.
Which
It's
is
the
why you
Pro-Am.
guys started or are starting Contender Series.
So Contender is going to help that. We're going to find new drivers, maybe really, really good drivers that are going to end up pro.
Probably going to do an event next year.
Yeah, please do it. But right now, it's really maintaining. I have a lot of problem with my speech impediment tonight. Maintaining the actual sport. That's where we're
keeping
at.
it
I think
alive.
That's the future. Drifting in Quebec and drifting in Canada has never been L tier.
Yeah.
We had a lot more money from outsiders back in 08, 09. We had major tire sponsors like BF was there, Yokohama was there, Hankook was there,
Continental?
Conti was there, General Tire, which is the same thing. We had major tire manufacturer. There was a lot of money in drifting back then, but I mean, we're not back then.
No, of course.
And the health of the sport dropped down from year to year, and now it's good. It's in a good place. Grassroots and professional drifting is in a great place right now.
Do you think I'm gonna say a final bout style event would work in Quebec?
No.
Because here's the thing. Because I
wish it would.
Here's the thing. I kind of had the idea to organize something like that, maybe for a once a year or something like that, where the way I wanted to do it is I would hit up homies and be like, hey, we're doing like a this style event, like a...
Wait, are you talking in Quebec, the location, or in Quebec with the Quebec people?
Quebec with the Quebec people.
Okay,
but
let me ask you something. How many cars do you think that are drifting in Quebec to that level of 1 driving, 2 styling, 3
there's not
good
much.
looking?
There's not much. But
Can you think about 15 cars? I can't.
okay, maybe not to the... I know it wouldn't be the level of Final Ball. That's 100% true.
Cut it in half. Cut it half to the level of Final Bout.
Well, we'll go like...
I can't name 15 cars.
We'll go, for example...
Guillaume, Tassé.
Yeah, well,
These 3 guys, Guillaume, David, puis Sébastien.
Yeah.
But still, they're like, Guillaume is the only odd boy. The other ones are on like great, good-looking cars.
Oh, and don't forget, God, I forget his name. Subaru.
Yeah, you go.
You go in there. Unique car, good, well put together, good
100%.
styling,
Jonathan.
good wheels. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100% Jonathan.
Cowett. Mais Cowett drives 1 time, 2 times a year. He has an RB.
Then like your car is gonna be unique. It's gonna be low. It's gonna be clean.
Yeah, but I don't want to put myself in there.
Well, I'm putting you in there, so put it in because it's you get kind of level. Like I would put myself in there because I'd like to drive. So now we're at 8.
Yeah, but your car's not. I'm not attacking you, but right now it's not.
Oh no, 100%.
There's no kit on it. There's no big
I'm,
wheel.
I'm getting.
I know you're getting it, but we're not there. So that's why I'm
course.
saying I'm not including myself in it. I'm saying you
Yeah,
want to
fair
do it
enough.
tomorrow.
No.
What's out there now?
Yeah. I get it.
You can't think about what's coming out because you're never going to do anything. What's out there now?
Yeah. So
Spent a whole summer at iCar. Watch what's in the bowl. Spend a whole summer in Sainte Croix. Watch what's there. Spend a whole summer in Montmagny. Watch what's there. And
no, I know.
And I'm not saying all the fucking cars are ugly. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we're talking about a level of event that we don't have here, and that a lot of people don't understand. That's the other thing. It's the culture behind it.
Well, see, that's
Even if you cut it in half by all the nerd shit.
Don't forget Mathieu.
Yeah, but even
Both Mathieu, like that's the thing. It wouldn't be like. I think maybe final bout style was maybe not the right words because the way I kind of envisioned it was do an invite-only event where we just rent a track day and do some team drifting, do like a backy comp for like $100 or something like that, and just have a bunch of fun with good-looking cars that are well put together. Like I think your car looks good, and it's well put together, and it's gonna be well put together. I think that who else's car? Mathieu's with the Laurel.
There's a lot of cars. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of cars that are well put together.
But keep it like GDM style. Like it's not necessarily like slammed with a kit, but you know, like even if there's some low power, like
I'd love to have a list because my short-term memory is shit. But if you think about people like what's his face?
Mathieu?
No. Well, Mathieu is a good example. Like it's a great car, well put together. It's a 170 horsepower on a good day car.
He's got an RB now, though.
Yeah, but
he's up to 200.
Actually, I always mess with him because I'm like, you got the big block swap. It's RB25 NA, so it's like maybe on a good day it has 170 wheel. But it's not an outrageous car. It's just a good car, great knuckle setup. It's a basic car, but it's well put together. I would rather drive that than drive a clapped out G35.
That's what I want to do. No
clapped out cars, but that's easy. There's a lot of no clapped out cars.
Yeah, but no clapped out cars.
I'm picky because you said final bout type of event.
It's but when
it's
I
like
say
if you were to say like a knuckle up type of event, like we're never gonna have that.
Yeah.
We're missing cars.
We'll never have final bout style.
But there's plenty of well put together cars. The what are they named?
But I also mean like just
like the underdogs. These kids are like there's Tama, the guy with the Subaru, super nice kids. They're not outrageous cars. They're well put together. These guys, they drive and they never break because they're well put together.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not the car that I love to look at. I'm not saying you guys, your cars are ugly as shit. I'm just saying it is not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
That's not what I like. And right now, my car looks like shit, so I'll take.
Want to talk about it?
Yeah. But yeah, there's a whole thing behind it, and right now I'm working hard to bring my car back to what is my
18-year-old vision.
No, I was not 18-year-old back then. Drifting for me peaked in 2011. Because in 2011, drifting separated. It took two lines. That's when Saito came out with the SC400 and killed everyone. Because he's like, you guys are running 600-700 horsepower, you think you're cool? I'm going to come with 1200 and I'm going to kick your asses. And then it separated. And then cars started getting higher.
Oh, you're talking about Daigo Saito. I thought you were talking about Saito.
No, not Saito. No, not the same thing. Not the same Saito.
I was like, He had a 1200 horsepower.
No, he didn't.
SC.
He didn't. No, not the same thing. No.
He wishes.
That's when drifting went from all the same thing to grassroots and competition.
Yeah.
It just separated, and some people didn't make that click, that separation in their mind. So that's me. That's how I see it, and that's when cars started to take a weird route, I'm gonna say, because to me all the good cars all the good looking cars were right there.
Yeah.
There was no outrageous livery. It was just good low cars, great fitment, small power. It was great. But that's me.
Simple.
That's me.
It was before the horsepower wars.
Yeah. And that's what I'm aiming for. We're good?
Yeah, I think we're
great.
Good, yeah.
Great. Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for with that car. I want to do 350 wheel, low car, great fitment.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like the level of car that I would want at that event. Like I said, final bout wasn't the right word, but it was mostly.
I get what you're saying.
Like well put together cars, not just like clapped out cars, and do some like team tandem event for like $100 for the winner, and or everybody puts, I don't know, like $50 down and winner takes all or whatever. Like just some like a
I
bro
think I
event
would do
with a bunch.
funnier shit. Like no money, like backentry comp.
Yeah.
Win like 20 nuggets at McDonald's.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
Like stupid shit to make that event so fun. It would work. It's just I think not everybody has that.
Because I actually
vision or vibe.
I hit up a bunch of people and I had a top 16. I'll put it that way. I hit up like 20 something people, and I had, because I said when I hit up people I said like, you know, it'd be cars without a rad in the trunk, and then Guillaume was like, well, mine's in the trunk now. I'm like,
yeah.
well, fuck, Because this car doesn't look like that at all. So
I know, and that's not a rule I would put, because some of these guys are only doing it to outlap their cars.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like it would.
Like they got screwed in Connecticut because they couldn't do the comp because their rat was in the trunk. Or like,
really?
Yeah. They were like, we're not pro cars. We're just. And now Guillaume has a quick change and a rat in the back, and like, it's not a pro car. It's just I don't want to carry on 4 diff because I'm traveling around. I just want to swap gears out and have a simple operating car.
Crazy to say.
It's a crazy idea, but it makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, I would not do it, but because I don't want to spend that kind of money. But it makes sense.
Yeah. His picture on Instagram is him with his diff.
Yeah.
Yo, it makes me laugh every time I see it. That's so good. But yeah, there's a difference between doing it to go pro and doing it for accessibility. But at the same time, it's a fucking grassroots car with the rat in the back.
It is,
and
but
a quick change. It's crazy to me that
if I had the money to do it, I would do it, because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to go out, spend half an hour taking down the diff, the axles, putting a new diff, where I can just pop the cover in 5 minutes, change the gears, and it's not going to break on top of it. So you don't need spare axles.
Yeah, he's got like 500 horsepower?
Not even. 450.
And a quick change. Like, that shit is never gonna break.
But that's how I do things. It's just I don't do it the same way. I always overbuild stuff for what I have so that I don't have to work on it.
Yeah, that's how I did my car. It's like my car could take easily. Transmission can take like 900 to 1,000. Diff is good for like 900. Engine is good for like 650 maybe. To an open 1J, so it's like 650 is starting to push it, but
yeah, no, it's pushing it.
But still, like, I'm gonna be running 450. You know, I've got a turbo upgrade. Like, everything is there to take more power, but I don't want more power.
Yeah.
I just want to do that and do fucking entries like Casey from Shirt Stuck.
I'm dropping mine in there. I'm not touching it.
Yeah. What does it have stock? Like 3?
Technically, out of the box, it will make 350 wheel torque.
That's not bad.
It's crazy.
Especially for a 4-cylinder.
At like 1,800 RPM.
That's fucking crazy for a 4-cylinder.
It is.
And how much horsepower? About like 250 to 3?
250 to 3.
But the torque's going to help you so much.
Yeah, I know. Well, everyone talks in horsepower. The real thing is how much torque you make and when do you make it. That's what will spin your wheels. Yeah. It's not the horsepower.
Phone call?
No, I don't know. That was weird.
God. Yeah. If you could drift one track in the world, what would it be?
Tsukuba. 100%.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's probably on a television or a computer screen the track I have spent the most time on. Drifting and road racing.
That's a good track.
It's an amazing track. It's so fun.
Did you buy a new Raptor this year?
No, I sold my Raptor.
What did you buy?
I bought a... it's kind of a downgrade without being a downgrade because it's not for the same thing. I bought a Toyota Tundra. Because Raptor was my dream, literally my dream truck.
I remember you jumping that at DMCC once. That's funny.
It was my dream truck ever since they came out with them in 2010. I really wanted one, and I spent 3 years shopping for one. Bought it. But that's when I was talking earlier that my drifting
kind of dipped down
dipped down, and then it roared back up. That's a great truck. The only problem is it's only available with a 5.5 feet bed.
Yeah, it's such a short bed.
So I really wanted to. That's what I'm doing. I bought a camper so I can travel around with my drift car. But first of all, there was no payload on a Raptor. A regular F-150 has 1,600-1,800 pounds of payload. A Raptor has 700.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you can put in there. So I wanted a 2,500 truck, but I don't.
It's so expensive.
No, it's not that. It's the maintenance. It's their.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry if you own a 2,500 truck, whether it's the 3 brand, but they're all pieces of shit. I don't want to put that money.
But you bought a Tundra or a Tacoma?
No, Tundra.
A Tundra, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so a Tundra pulls around 10,000 pounds.
Yeah.
It has
9.8?
Oh.
Is it? I think it's 9.8 or 9,800.
It depends on the configuration. It's in between 9,500 and like 11.
Okay,
It's
so
wild.
It's basically the
Yeah,
same thing.
Payload's about like 1,300 pounds, so I can put an aluminum pop-up camper on it.
Yeah.
It's gonna run me at around 450-ish pounds.
You can still put all your drift.
I'm gonna
shit
put
back.
all my tools, all my tires in it. I'm gonna have a place to sleep, a place to shower, and I'm gonna be able to travel the United States with it. That's the whole thing behind it.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy that. That's kind of the end goal for me too, as well, is to have either a truck or minibus or something like that. Just something
I
that
wanted to build a van.
it's so expensive.
It's gonna cost me the same thing. The only thing is that's what stopped me. It's a great thing. It's like an RV. You can only use it for that. So when you're not using it, it's parked there.
Yep.
You got to do the maintenance on it. You got to do everything. The truck, I can still use it as a truck even though the camper is on because it's only a pop-up canopy.
Yeah, so it's still
So if I take out everything I need for camping out of it, I can use it as a truck.
Have you seen Alex on our team? Good Lac Saint-Jean. The guy from Saguenay.
Yeah.
Love that guy to death. Have you seen his Tacoma?
Yeah.
I love what he did with it.
I had the same thing. I had the Tacoma like that. I had 2-3 Tacomas and had a rooftop tent on them, and
Well, he has it over the
bed.
Yeah, he has it over the bed with a frame. Yeah, it's good.
I had
a
the
really
same thing
nice
on my
setup.
Tacoma.
Your old Tacoma.
Yeah, I had a 2017 Tacoma with a rooftop tent and all that jazz.
Gotcha.
Traveled quite a lot. I did like 95,000 kilometers in like a year and a half with that truck.
God, you've been around. If you could change one thing in Quebec drift, or if you could, we'll start with that. If you could change something, and I feel like,
oh, you already know my answer.
Yeah, it's gonna be the level of cars.
Enforce rules that pushes people to have clean cars. Like just the image of drifting.
Bring style back.
I know it's funny because it's such a paradox, because I'll be the first one to tell you, who cares what people think?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you keep telling yourself, fuck what they think, you're never going to get a job that's going to help you provide for whatever you want to do in your life.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing now. When you go around, as I said earlier, and I've been called a stupid drifter so many times in my life by other people in motorsport. Like in Montmagny, the bikers, they ate us because we put rocks everywhere on the track. In Saint-Eustache, the guys from the lapping club used to ate us because it would be grass on the road course everywhere after Maple Leaf Bash, even though we would pave to fix it, but the grass would look like shit. And I honestly, I don't blame them. Like,
so you'd want to bring a higher level of quality to drifting.
It's not even a higher level. It's just a bare minimum.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that.
Like, we have to put up with cars that have holes in their floors. And
rust holes.
Rust holes in their floors. I'm not talking like a quarter hole. I'm talking about dangerous shit.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And finishing on this, what's if you could tell the world about Quebec drifting, what would you tell them? Whether it's to bring them here or just to inform them, or just like talk
to anyone who came here to either competition or grassroots drifting. And I'm talking people. Jimmy Oakes came back.
He came back this year as well, right?
He came back. The guy with the boat.
Oh yeah, the guy with the boat.
The guy with the boat. One of my good friends, Patrick Payne, he lives in Florida. Every time he comes here, he loves it.
Oh, fucking Joel Garcia.
Joel was here. I had pizza with him
is he
6 days ago.
Yeah, he was just here, and he keeps on fucking coming back from Florida in the
winter.
I
mean, his girlfriend lives here now, so.
Talking drifting here.
Talk to anyone that came down to Quebec to drift. or talk to anyone that drifted with people from here down on the other side, that party. I mean, I've been to Grid Life, party with people. They all want to come here. And it's worth it. We have great tracks, great people, great event, and people keep talking about it every time they come. Like, man, I've been there. But then the laziness kicks in and people don't want to drive to come down here. But it's worth it.
If you come here and you bring some beers, and as soon as you'll give someone a beer, they'll be your best friend, even if they don't speak English or whatever. And like, there's...
Not only can you come here, you can bring back maple syrup, ketchup chip. What else do you guys don't have?
Miss Vicky's.
Yeah, but they have other keto. But they don't have ketchup shit.
I know.
I don't think that... Do they have Aldris?
I don't know. Wait. What's the one thing that we have?
But maple syrup. Just maple syrup.
Yeah, maple syrup.
And...
Poutine. Fucking poutine.
Don't get me started if you live in the Northeast and you're telling me, yeah, but the Vermont maple syrup. I don't want to hear about it.
And dude, fucking poutine. I remember I went to Alberta and they were like, "Oh, this is the best poutine in Canada." I was like,
"Yeah,
fuck
go
off." The best poutine in Quebec is the one where it's like you're in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, and there's a little trailer with like a grandma doing it that's been doing it for 50 years, and it looks like it's 70 degrees and
actually
Celsius
both of
in
my
there.
favorite ones are on the island.
Well, okay, fair enough, but you know what I mean.
No,
like, just like
no,
the
no,
random
it's
place.
the little casse-croûte.
Yeah, what's a fucking casse-croûte?
I cover the whole east end of Canada for work, so I cover Quebec and all the Maritimes.
Okay.
And I was in Fredericton with my boss.
Do you fly or drive?
It depends. Okay. Sometimes I fly, sometimes I drive. It depends where I go. I'm in Fredericton with my boss, and there's a poutine bar in Fredericton, and she's like, "Oh, poutine! I've heard about it. I should try." And I'm like, "No, that's not happening. Not on my watch. Are you gonna have your first poutine in Fredericton? You're not having it.
No way.
Not on my watch."
Actually, when I lived in Alberta, because I lived there for like a 6-month period, there was a place that was kind of like a poutine bar, but it was owned by Quebecers. And they were like, "It's so fucking hard to get the proper shit," but it was proper poutine, and I was like, "Oh, my soul." It was so good. I don't remember the name of the place, but it was... Fuck, what was it? I should try and find it, but... No, it was great. Where can people find you? How can people message you how to build a car?
How to build a car.
For DMCC.
I'm actually going to do something on that. I'm working on something, but...
No YouTube action?
Yeah. I started documenting my swap on YouTube because I feel like there's not a lot of... There is not good knowledge out there.
Did we mention that you're swapping an ecoboost?
Somehow, yeah.
We talked about it before,
I bought a complete Mustang drivetrain out of a 2015 EcoBoost Mustang. So engine and transmission. I'm putting it in an S13. It turns out to be quite a challenge if you don't buy the race car parts that are super expensive, which I don't want to buy, because there's no way in hell I'm paying $3,000 for a oil pan.
God, it's that much.
No, it's our money. It's not that expensive because it's billet and it's $1,700 bucks.
It's fucking billet. That's why.
But it's $1,700 US.
Yeah.
So once it's shipped, duties and currencies.
Custom pan?
That's where I'm aiming. Yeah, that's what I'm aiming. Actually, I'm actually working on this tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so I started documenting this on YouTube. So you can find me there, and mostly IG and Facebook.
IG and Facebook.
Menu-tastic. You're the first person who actually noticed what it was. People thought it was menu-static, but I'm like, I'm not static. It's like fantastic. It's just my name and tastic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny because it always made me laugh. I was like, "Oh, menu-tastic." Haha.
And
I'll put it in the description.
Yeah, and mostly Facebook.
Mostly Facebook.
Because I'm that old. I'm from the good old days of the books.
God. And you said for the DMCC stuff, are you going to be doing? You want to talk about? You going to be doing YouTube for it, or?
I might include a couple of things like a day in the life of a tech or something.
Oh, okay.
I think it's worth documenting it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not doing. I have no I have no goal behind this. It's just my main idea was to document the swap.
Yeah.
So that people can get as much knowledge as they can find. Because I feel that this family of motor is the future of four-cylinder drifting. And
It is.
four-cylinder motorsport in general, because they fit really good in Miatas. Because the
Aren't they
infrastructure,
small?
the infrastructure of the EcoBoost motor is the same as the MZR and the Duratec engine. So Duratec is the Ford 2 liters and 2.3 that have no turbo. Like Mazda 3 Speed is almost the same engine.
Okay.
Focus RS, the Ranger 2.3, it's the same infrastructures. So you can take the transmission of a Ranger and put it on an EcoBoost motor and it fits.
Oh.
And they're like Legos. So you can take a block of a 2-liter EcoBoost, the rotating assembly of a 2.3, put it in it because the 2-liter is closed deck and the 2.3 is open deck. So the 2.3 is limited in power by its block. But the 2-liter is limited in power by a lot more. Like the head is not as good as the 2.3. So you take that head, you put it on the 2-liter. The fuel system is a limiting factor. What else? The turbo is a great limiting factor. Basically, if you buy
Kind of like K-Series.
kind of a K-Series, but I
Like,
feel like
don't
it's
know
better.
much, yeah.
Well, it's not better. K-Series would be more fun because it revs more.
Yeah, that's the main thing about.
But it's a vibrating nightmare.
I don't know. There's not many parts in the K-Series. I don't know what you're talking about.
And yeah, so if you start with a 2-liter, you can only make like 250 horsepower. And then you have to upgrade turbo, and then the fueling system will bring you to like 325 if you're lucky. So then you have to upgrade, where out of the box, the 2.3 makes 350 torque like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I went with that engine, because I'm like, you know what, that's my goal. I don't want to buy an engine for like $1,000 or $1,500, buy a $1,500 or $2,000 turbo, and then fuel, and then where I can just take something that already does it right off the box.
You want to know how much my engine cost me?
Oh, I bought a JZ. Oh, okay, please go ahead. I'll make you cry after.
No, trust me, I know, because Martin told me how much he bought his JZ for. Because when he bought his 2J, he came down here to buy a 1J, him and Tum Tum.
Yeah.
And they weren't happy with it or whatever. They ended up buying 2Js and dog boxes. That's what they did instead. But I paid, God, for a 70,000 kilometer, verified compression, 1J GT VVT, non-immobilized, from a Crown. I paid, and with the transmission, clutch, flywheel, all that stuff from like an automatic one, I paid $6,000, I think. $6,000. Yeah, I paid $6,000, and it was the cheapest one on the market and the best one by far.
The JZ that was in a BMW came out of a running MK3 Supra. So it was not imported. It was a car that was here.
Imported car
that was here, but the motor was not just imported by itself. So I knew how much mileage I had for real.
Yeah.
I've seen it run. Mm-hmm. It was on a car that I knew. I paid $1,000.
Ah, yeah, go fuck yourself. Dude, it's fuck. It's so shit. It's crazy. The one thing I fucking got a good deal on was transmission. I got a diesel ZF5 from Europe, imported from Europe for $950. And they can take 1,000 torque.
Yeah, about.
So I'm never gonna break that shit unless I misshift, but you know. Even then, it's gonna take it and it's gonna be the engine that's gonna go.
Yeah. I paid $4,900, I think, for everything. Engine and transmission.
God. You know what the cheat code is for fuel pumps, right?
For?
I have like a 550 LPH fuel pump for like dirt cheap. I'll tell you, I'll gatekeep this. I'm not gonna gatekeep many things ever, but this I'll gatekeep because
I'm direct injection. So I don't need
you
it.
you don't need a fuel pump.
I already have anyway like 800 liters per hour of fuel.
Because you're directly injected.
No, because I have a fuel cell in the car already. So
Oh,
I've
really?
already like a lift pump and
Lift pump, surge tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already have 2 pumps in the car, but I only need so much fuel because it has DI on it, and I'm keeping DI. So
Yeah. It's a bit of more of a nightmare to tune. I hear. I don't know about anything about tuning.
I'll pay someone to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Exa Tuning.
That's where you're going.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's like I've mentioned before, the two guys that if you were to ask me, I'm always gonna say Kempe or Hickso. My personal opinion is I wouldn't trust anyone else. Because
I haven't I mean, KMP seems to do great things from what I see. Because the only thing I see from KMP is Martin's car.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, because he does mostly by GP Mercure now.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Yeah,
and one of my dealer, he has an MR2 that does drag racing. Seems to have good success. But a lot of cars comes out of...
You talking about the frog? The frog?
I think it is.
You fucking know the guy who owns the frog? That's crazy.
Yeah, the guy from Gatineau.
Sean.
Sean owns his father, his family owns a Peterbilt dealer.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, they do crazy things.
Oh, yeah, that car is nuts. Series.
Yeah, once again. The reason why I trust these two is because I've spoken to both of them, and I don't want to say tested their knowledge because I don't know shit compared to them, but I've asked them questions and they've explained it to me like I was a 5-year-old. Not because I'm a 5-year-old, but just because like they've explained it to me so good that I'm like, oh, if you're able to simplify something this complicated to me, you know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. So that's why they're the two that I recommend doing business with.
There's not that many tuners left around.
Yeah. Anyways.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Manu,
yep.
thank you.
My pleasure.
Bonne année.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas is over.
Success in your drifting.
This is going to be posted post-New Year.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, because New Year right now is in, 24 hours. Almost.
Yeah, yeah, I work tomorrow on the 1st, so I'm going to be probably touching up on this on 2nd, 3rd, 4th.
That's going to be fun. I'm going to be sleeping tomorrow.
Yeah, smart.
Oh, yeah, that was Peaches.
Yeah, Peaches.
She's such a riot.
Yeah, and a cuddly girl.
Yep.
Anyways, bye-bye. All right. If you made it this far, thank you very much. It is very, very, very appreciated. Manu's a great person. I think he's really good to explain things. So hopefully there's a few of you guys that want to come try out a few tracks here in Quebec now. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.